Hello kids, how are you? Hope you all are having a good time. I wish you health and wellness. Myself Komalkar Sethi representing Shiv Jyoti Educational Group Kota. Children, today I am here to teach you English grammar. In this we will study chapter 17 Punctuation and chapter 20 Epistrophe. So kids, first we will study chapter 17 Punctuation. So open your book and take out page number 72. Children, first of all, we will study chapter 17, punctuation. What is punctuation? Punctuation helps us to understand sentences more clearly and more easily. Okay. So, children, while we speak, we pause, we stop and we change our tone. So, children, whenever we write, to show such changes, we use punctuation. Okay. So, children, today we will learn about different types of punctuation. Let us see what are they: full stop, question mark, exclamation mark and comma. Okay. So, children, before starting I would like to tell you that we also have to keep in mind about capital letter. Okay. We should always begin our sentence with capital letter. Whenever pronoun I comes in a sentence, it should always be in a capital letter. Okay. And whenever you want to write some special name, you have to write it in a capital letter. Okay. Whenever you want to write days of the week, months of the year, you have to write it in a capital letter. Okay, children. So, children, we begin our chapter with first punctuation mark, that is full stop. Okay. Symbol of full stop is this. Okay. So, children, look over here. Who is she? She is a girl. So, let me write a sentence for her. She is a girl. Okay. So, this sentence is telling me something that she is a girl. So, whenever a sentence is telling you something, we use full stop at the end of the sentence. Okay. Now, her name is Priya. Okay. So, children, it is the name of a person. So, we have written it in capital letter and this sentence is also telling us something. So, we have used full stop at the end of the sentence. So, children, you have to keep in mind whenever a sentence is telling you something, we will use full stop at the end of the sentence. Okay. So, two sentences for this girl is, she is a girl, her name is Priya. Okay. Now, we learn about question mark. Okay. So, children, look over here, symbol of question mark is this. Okay. So, whenever a sentence is asking you something, we use question mark at the end of the sentence. Okay. I will write one sentence. Where do you live? So, this sentence is asking something that where do you live? Okay. So, we will put question mark at the end of the sentence. Children, one more sentence. Which is your favorite book? So, children, look here. This sentence is also asking something, that which is your favorite book. Okay. So, we have used punctuation mark. Which punctuation mark? Question mark over here. Okay. So, whenever a sentence is asking you something, we use question mark at the end of the sentence. Children, now we will learn about exclamation mark. Look here, this is symbol of exclamation mark. Children, we use exclamation mark when we have to show feelings like shock, excitement, anger and surprise. We use words like hooray, hey, oh and alas to show such feelings. We use exclamation mark after these words in a sentence. Now children, we will learn about exclamation mark more through some examples. Okay, let us see. Example 1 is, wow, what a beautiful day. So children, in this sentence we have used wow to show excitement that what a beautiful day. Okay, now let us see example 2. Example 2 is, hey, it is good to see you. So children, look over here. Here we have used word hey to show surprise and excitement that it is good to see you. Okay, so whenever we meet someone after a long time, we are very surprised and happy. So here we have used word hey, it is good to see you. Okay children, so we use exclamation mark to show feelings like surprise, shock, anger. Okay, now children, we will learn about comma. Okay, so children, we use comma to separate words from each other in a sentence or in a list. Okay, so children, here this is symbol of comma. Okay, now children, I will explain you comma with help of some examples. Look over here. Example number 1 is, there are many beautiful flowers in my garden, like daisy, sunflower, rose and lilies. Okay, so children, look here, we have used comma between different names of flowers like daisy, sunflower, rose and lilies to understand sentence more easily and clearly. So children, we used comma to separate words in a list from one another so we can understand sentence more easily and more clearly. Okay, so children, here we have put comma between different names of flowers like daisy, sunflower, rose. Okay, and children, you have to keep in mind that we never use comma before and. Okay, now look at one more example. Example number 2 is, I have bought fruits, vegetables, and milk from the market. So children, in this sentence I have separated fruits from vegetables with help of comma to understand it more clearly. If I write it all together, it will not be easy to understand. So children, we use comma to separate words from a list, from a series or in a sentence to understand it more clearly. Okay. So children, I hope you have understood use of full stop, question mark, exclamation mark and comma well. Now children, we will read some rules from book. So open your book, take out page number 72. There is a blue box on page number 72. Look over here. Okay. We will read. Use a full stop at the end of telling sentence or statement. Use a question mark at the end of a question. Some sentence shows surprise, shock, excitement or a strong feeling. Use an exclamation mark at the end of such sentences. We also use an exclamation mark after words like hey, oh, alas and hooray. Okay. Now, comma, we use comma to separate words in a list. Don't put a comma before and in a list. Okay children? Children, I hope you have understood this. Now we will see a short video clip of punctuation to understand it in a better way.
This is what Robin has written. I am Robin. My hobby is reading. I love to read storybooks. During my summer holidays, I read many storybooks like Pinocchio, The Little Mermaid, The Wishing Chair, Noddy and His Car, and 2 Tintin comics. I enjoyed reading these books. Have you read any of them at the moment? I am enjoying reading a book of short stories written by Ruskin Bond. He is a wonderful author. Did you find something odd while reading this paragraph? The sentences carry a different meaning than how it is actually meant to. But before we start correcting this, we would need to clearly understand the use of punctuation marks in English writing. But what are punctuation marks and how do they help us? Punctuation marks are very important when we are writing. They show the reader where the sentences start and finish. If they are used properly, our writing becomes easy to understand. Let us learn about these punctuation marks in detail to write better. Capital letter. Usage of capital letter is an important part of punctuation in English writing. The capital letter is used in several ways while writing. The first letter of every sentence begins with a capital letter. For example, this is my bag. The children are playing. Names of specific persons or places begin with a capital letter. For example, David lives in Singapore. The Danube flows through Europe. Names of days, months and special days are written with a capital letter. For example, Saturday and Sunday are weekends. Christmas is celebrated in the month of December. The pronoun I is always capitalized. For example, I am reading a book. When the dog chased me, I ran very fast. Full stop. A full stop is used to mark the end of a simple sentence. For example, do not run down the stairs. Wash the fruit before eating it. A sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Question mark. The question mark is placed at the end of a sentence that asks a question. For example, do you want to go out to play? Why are you talking so loudly? Each of these begins with a capital letter and ends with a question mark. Comma. A comma is commonly used when a brief pause is required to make the writing easier to understand. For example, the book which is kept on the table is mine. When I went to answer the doorbell, my telephone started ringing. The comma indicates a short pause or a break. The comma is used to separate a series of words in a sentence. For example, apples, peaches, plums, oranges and apricots are a few of my favorite fruits. I have a pencil, eraser, sharpener and a small ruler in my pencil box. The comma is also used to separate words like yes, no, however, so. For example, yes, this road leads to my house. The sun was shining very brightly. So we decided to play an indoor game. Now that we know the correct use of punctuation marks in English writing, let us use them in this story. I am Robin. My hobby is reading. I love to read storybooks. During my summer holidays, I read many storybooks like Pinocchio, The Little Mermaid, The Wishing Chair, Noddy and the Scar, and 2 Tintin comics. I enjoyed reading these books. Have you read any of them? At the moment, I am enjoying reading a book of short stories written by Ruskin Bond. He is a wonderful author. It is the use of punctuation marks that helped to make the paragraph sound so well. Recap. What have we learned today? Punctuation marks are very important when we are writing. They show the reader where the sentences start and finish. If they are used properly, our writing becomes easy to understand. Capital letter. Usage of capital letter is an important part of punctuation in English writing. A sentence starts with a capital letter. Names of specific persons or places begin with a capital letter. Names of days, months, and special days are written with a capital letter. The pronoun I is always capitalized. Full stop. A full stop is used to mark the end of a simple sentence. A sentence starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Question mark. The question mark is placed at the end of a sentence that asks a question. The sentence starts with a capital letter and ends with a question mark. Comma. A comma is commonly used when a brief pause is required to make the writing easier to understand. The comma indicates a short pause or a break. The comma is used to separate a series of words in a sentence. The comma is also used to separate words like yes, no, however, so.
Now children, we will do book work of this chapter. Open your book, page number 72, question A. Okay. Question is, use suitable punctuation marks in the following sentences. So children, some sentences are given to you. What you have to do? You have to use suitable punctuation mark. Okay. Number 1 is, my children, we always begin sentence with capital letter. Okay. My name is Mulan. Okay. So children, this sentence is telling us something that my name is Mulan. So which punctuation we will use? We will use full stop at the end of the sentence. Okay. Now children, look at number 3. Number 3. Oh, I dressed as boy to become a soldier. So this sentence is telling us something that, oh, I dressed as boy to become a soldier. So what we will use? We will use full stop at the end of the sentence. And children, we have learned whenever words like oh, hey, alas and hooray come, what we will use? We will use exclamation mark. Okay. So, a child is very happy. Oh, I dressed as boy to become a soldier. So, here a child is very happy. So, in order to show her excitement, we used O and we used punctuation mark over here. Okay, which punctuation mark we have used? We have used exclamation mark over here. Okay. Now, children, look at number 4. Number 4 is, do you know why? Do you know why I did that? So, children, this sentence is asking something, that do you know why I did that? So, which punctuation mark we will use? We will use question mark over here. Okay. So, whenever a sentence is asking you something, we will use question mark at the end of the sentence. Now, children, look at number 6. Number 6 is, he was too old to fight in a war. So, children, this sentence is telling us something, that he was too old to fight in a war. So, this sentence is telling us something. So, which punctuation mark we will use? We will use full stop over here. Okay. Now, children, come to next question. We will do question B. Okay. Question B is also on same. Question B is on page number 73. So, children, open page number 73, question B. Okay. Page number 73, question B. Question B is, insert commas in the following sentences. So, children, some sentences are given to you. You have to put or insert commas wherever necessary. Okay. Now, children, look at number 1. Number 1 is, I can play cricket badminton basketball and chess. So, children, this sentence is telling us something, that I can play cricket, badminton, basketball and chess. So, we will put full stop over here. And children, now what we have to do? We have to separate words, that what different games he plays. So, I can play cricket, comma, badminton, comma, basketball and chess. We have learned that we never put comma before and. So, and will be like this only. Okay. Now, children, look at number 3. Preeti, Rita, Rohan, Charu, and Ela were punished for being late, for being late. So children, here there are different names of persons are given to you. So what you will do, you will separate them, okay. Preeti, Rita, Rohan, Charu and Ela were punished for being late. So now look at sentence number 6. Ahmed has pet cats, dogs and fish. So children, look here. Ahmed has pet cats, dogs and fish. So we will separate cats and dogs with help of comma, okay. So Ahmed has different pets like cats, dogs and fish. So children, we use comma to understand a sentence more clearly and easily, okay. Now children, turn your page, we will do question number C. Children, question number C, page number 74. Okay. Question number C is punctuate the sentences given below using question mark, full stop, exclamation mark and comma. So children, different sentences are given to you. You have to punctuate them by using different punctuation mark like comma, question mark, full stop and exclamation mark. Okay. Now children, look at number 1. Hooray. So children, when we use hooray, we have learnt whenever we want to show some excitement, we use hooray. So which punctuation mark we use over here? We use exclamation mark after word hooray. Okay. Hooray, India has won the World Cup. Okay. So children, this is a telling sentence. It is telling us something that India has won the World Cup. So we will put full stop over here, and it is also showing excitement and happiness that India has won the World Cup, and word hooray is used over here. So we have put exclamation mark in this sentence. Okay. Now children, look at number 5. Number 5 is which sport do you like? So this sentence is asking something that which sport do you like? Okay, so which punctuation mark we will use? We will put question mark at the end of the sentence, because this sentence is asking something that which sport do you like? Okay. Now children, look at number 8. Number 8 is let's call Sunny Rajiv, Soma and Leila to the playground. To the playground. So children, This sentence is telling us something that let's call Sunny, Rajiv, Soma and Leela to the playground. So, what we will use? We will use full stop at the end of the sentence and different names of person are given to you. So, we have to separate them to understand it more easily. So, we will separate Sunny, Rajiv, Soma and Leela using comma over here. Okay, we will use Sunny, we will use comma between Sunny and Rajiv, then we will use comma between Rajiv and Soma. Okay, Sunny, Rajiv, Soma and Leela to the playground. Okay, now children, let us move to question D. Okay, it is on the same page, page number 74. Page number 74, question D. Write the names of 5 animals you will find in the following places. Make complete sentences. Do not forget to use commas. So, children, name of places are given to you. You have to tell different animals in that area, in that place using commas. Okay. Now, look, number 1 is park. So, children, you have been to park with your mother, with your grandmother, with your parents and with your grandparents. So, which animals you have seen there? The common animals in the park are dog, cat, squirrel, crow, sparrow. Okay. So, children, there are different animals at the park: dog, cat, squirrel, crow, sparrow. So, in order to understand more clearly, to separate them from each other, we use comma. Okay. We use comma between dog, cat, then we use comma between cat and squirrel, then we use comma between crow and sparrow. Okay. So, animals at park are dog, cat, squirrel, crow and sparrow. Okay. Now, children, next is zoo. So, you have been to zoo. Different animals at zoo are lion, tiger, bear, crocodile, deer. Okay. So, what we will do? We will separate them with help of comma. Okay. Lion, tiger, crocodile, bear and deer. So, different animals at zoo are lion, tiger, bear, crocodile and deer. Okay. So, children, our chapter is over here. Now, we will move to our next chapter, chapter number 20, apostrophe. Okay. So, children, open your book and take out page number 89, chapter 20, apostrophe.